here.
We are really lucky. This beautiful sight does not happen every day. Some people come here many times or stay for a couple of days, but couldn't see it.
It's as if it's been touched by magic. The place has been transformed into a frosty wonderland. Wherever you rest your eyes, you see a world that is gently frosted. People in the city of Jilin are so proud and so serious about their particular wonder of nature that some years ago they held a public debate, which by all accounts got pretty heated on what to call it. In the end, they settled for Wusong, which means misty pine trees.
This is truly a fairyland. It looks like sugar, it looks like salt. I wonder how it tastes. This place makes me want to remember all the fairy tales I know. For example, if the 7 dwarfs want to find a place to hide Snow White, that little building over there would be a perfect choice.
I never imagined that ice and snow could be so romantic. They have a special power to move you, which reaches into the most tender corner of your heart and awakens all the innocence and fantasies of your childhood. The white snow seems to purify everything around it, making the world simpler and more friendly. Whichever direction you look, you see a serene, peaceful, and benevolent paradise. There's no problem remembering the name of Jilin, the city, since it's the only city in the country that shares a name with the province where it's found.
Hey, you should take a look at this one. This is what people used to wear when they trek in the deep snow in the forest. Long time ago, it's old-style shoes. Very, very strong. It's made of something like the hide of the ox. Waterproof, like ancient-style Gore-Tex. And this one keeps you warm. It's made of very good wool. In 1976, a special visitor came to Jilin City. To commemorate that visit, people built a special museum. This is Jilin City and the Songhua River, and this is where we are at the little museum. And to the north of it, at Jinzhouxiang, that's where the meteorite was discovered and it exploded all over the region. On March the 8th, 1978, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the meteorite came from northeast, and it exploded some 17 kilometers above ground somewhere here, and scattered into countless pieces, covering an area of some 500 square kilometers.
And the miracle is that not one person, not one single animal was hurt. At the museum, you can see meteorite samples from all over the world. It feels both smooth and a little bit grainy. You see those little concave here? Those were formed by burning through the atmosphere. And when you think of it, I'm actually, literally, touching the star. However, there are times when man-made beauty can rival that of nature. The Songhua River, where it runs through Jilin, is the backdrop to many major events that take place in the city. Each year, to celebrate the Jilin Ice and Snow Festival, a grand firework display is held along the river. Despite the deadly cold of the night, the magnificent lighting up of the night sky brings visitors to the city from near and far.
We're getting up to the mountain, and that's what I'm going to up with. A huge tank.
The uphill ride isn't that easy. Only a powerful vehicle, something like a tank, can safely negotiate the sharp turns of the zigzagging path, pushing through the thick snow and ice on the surface. At first, we were traveling through forests, but gradually the trees became sparser and eventually disappeared. That was when the view became truly magnificent.
45 minutes ride. If you have time, I would prefer hiking up here. It would be more exciting. And over there, that's the Pond of Heaven. I have nothing to say. I'm speechless. You have to see it yourself. No wonder they call it the Pond of Heaven.
In its name, the lake reflects our sense of awe in the face of nature. Changbai is the sacred mountain of the Korean people, and the lake is their sacred lake. Each year, many Koreans come here to pay tribute to the mountain. Although I'm not Korean, I'm still deeply moved by the beauty of it. Actually, you are considered lucky if you get to see the real face of the Pond of Heaven. Since the weather up here is pretty unpredictable, and more often than not, the lady hides behind clouds and mist.
It's not very cold, a little bit sweet. This water comes from the Pond of Heaven. Funny, people call it a pond. Actually, it's a very, very big lake. Imagine this. If you divide all the water in the Pond of Heaven among the 1.3 billion people in China, each one of us can get 1.5 tons of it. Imagine this. And this water never freezes here. It comes from that waterfall. It's 68 meters high, and it is the source of the Songhua River.
The water comes from deep down in the Pond of Heaven and never freezes, whatever the time of year. Changbai Mountain is a dormant volcano, rising 2,744 meters above the sea level. Records show that between 1597 and 1702, it erupted 3 times. So, deep down beneath the snow and ice, hot magma is boiling at the heart of the volcano.
It's really, really hot. This one is the hottest hot spring around here. It's 82 degrees Celsius. So that people actually cook egg around here. It's not only the water here is special, the stone are also very special. Like this one from the volcano, it can actually flow on the water. Take a look at this. Oh, it's really, really hot. 15 minutes later, it's cooked. Let's try it. See? Not exactly well done, but just to my taste. Oh, I should have some salt here.
If you were to come in the summer, Changbai Mountain would be very different. Foliage would block the sunlight, and all kinds of wild flowers and grasses would carpet the land. The bad news is that you won't be able to enjoy a hot bath in the teeth-chattering cold, or the fun of skiing down the mountain. There's plenty of choice when it comes to places to stay on the mountain. Many of the hotels have an in-house hot spring bath. But if you want to get a real sense of the local life, you may choose to stay at the family hotels near the town of Erdaohe. The hotels are in fact the homes of former loggers, and you are guaranteed a warm night.
大姐，进来来。哎呦，咱早饭吧。
对，这咱们早
真
饭。
好哎！这锅里蒸的什么呀？
锅里面是腊八粥。
哇，哎，真棒哎！大姐，您这个灶好烧吗？
好烧。
都烧着咱零驱动的
对
吗？，
捡的那个支压棒子什么玩意儿怎么烧？
啊，
烧这个灶是烧火强的，
这还有一灶啊。
这个都是热乎的，
嗯
这都热乎，菜怎么搞顶上不凉。
嗯，
完了，这个墙也是热乎的，
墙也是热的。
直接烧那屋的炕。
啊，就这个火烧上来。
对，这个烧炕可热乎，这墙也热。对，
It's
屋里。
really, really warm.
I know it must have seemed a very chilly journey, but let me assure you, if you ever come here, you'll meet the very warmest of welcomes.